Hello, wealthy ones. Welcome to the Wealthy Way podcast. I want to thank you for attending today's class where we are at the very beginning of reading Options Trading: How to Turn Every Friday into Payday Using Weekly Options, Generate Weekly Income in All Markets, and Sleep Worry Free by T.R. Lawrence. All right, so thank you so much for your attendance. Okay, let me get the music down. All righty then. So here we go. So just to let me know you're here, please hit the thumbs up and like the video as you come in. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am so happy that you chose to come in and learn the wealthy way today. Feel free to hop into the comments. And if not, that's fine too. I will still feel and appreciate your presence. All righty then. So I'm actually at the very beginning of this book. I have not read it. I have not looked into it other than when I first ordered it. So we are going to get the benefit of learning this together. And that is very exciting because what we can do is we can do our first trades together. We can, um, of course, document this journey. And of course, look forward to how much money we're going to make. Okay, so I've opened the cover, and the very first page is, of course, just a title page, and it says Options Trading: How to Turn Every Friday into Payday Using Weekly Options, Generate Weekly Income in All Markets, and Sleep Worry Free by T.R. Lawrence. All right. And of course, we have, let's see, our copyright page and disclaimer and legal notice and everything. And then we have the table of contents, which I will read just to give us an idea of what we're in for here. So, contents, introduction. Um, First chapter is understanding your relationship with money. Second chapter, stock market psychology, the surprising truth. Second chapter is stock market psychology. Third chapter, the surprising truth. Fourth chapter, the ups and downs, ins and outs of options. Fifth chapter, why weekly options. Sixth chapter, simple weekly strategies. Seventh, the weekly cash ka-ching formula. 8, why we sleep at night with no worries. 9, trade adjustments. 10, the best stocks for the weekly ka-ching formula. 11, what is a trading plan and how to create one. 12, your trading mindset. And then there are some bonus chapters. 13, ways to supersize ka-ching trades. 14, understanding option Greek's mini primer. 15, the ka-ching method for small accounts. 16, resources. And then there's the conclusion and the references. So one of the reasons why I purchased this book when I was looking for a book to teach me how to make money from options is this. When I looked at the reviews, and when some of the reviews talked about this ka-ching method. So yeah, that reminded me why I actually even bought this book in the first place, why I picked this one, because I was looking for one. And that triggered me to kind of remember that people felt that this book was easy to help them to understand and also easy to help them to apply the strategies. And if I remember correctly, people were actually giving reviews that they taught them how to strategize to make money. So there we have it. All right, so the next page is the introduction. Haven't really gotten to page 1, or oh yes I have. It just doesn't say the page numbers, but the reading starts at right here. The introduction. So the introduction is technically page 5. So let's get into it. It was a beautiful Monday in South Florida. I was starting out. I'm sorry. I need to get in the light. Probably should turn my ring light on, but we'll keep going and hopefully it'll get better. All right. It was a beautiful Monday in South Florida. I was staring out the window of my office, teeing up the day, when my assistant came in and said my broker needs to talk with me right now. And she seemed upset. I said, sure, and took the call. TR, a second of silence. Cisco has hit the floor, and this is a margin call. Can you bring a check for 1.4 million to cover it? I said, no. She said, okay, we will be liquidating your account. I can personally guarantee you will never want to get a call like that in your life. So what happened? The .com bubble. Okay, page 6. Simple. I, like millions of others, confused brains with a bull market. From 1995 on, the market was on fire. Cisco, Intel, Microsoft, and Oracle were splitting 2 for 1 and sometimes 4 for 1. And it was insane. None of us had ever lived through anything like this. So we thought this was normal. Risk measures, sector balancing, and hedging were things others talked about. None of that applied to us. When something catastrophic happens, you have 2 choices: become a complete victim or find the gift or message. I admit it was a little hard to think there was a gift here, but there was. Get educated. Over the course of time, I hired a Goldman Sachs floor trader, took every course I could find, met and hung out with successful investors who kept making money in all markets, and I learned what they knew. I did swing trading and day trading, got into all kinds of technical analysis, and made better than decent money. However, it was like a full-time job. Trading, the open, and then the close, and doing other work in between. Instead of being in front of my computer all day, I settled into selling monthly options and generating great cash. At that time, I sold covered calls on stocks I still owned, bought them for the trade. Yeah, bought them for the trade, or sold puts for stocks that I wanted to own, just at lower prices. Then in 2010, weekly options were created and life changed. Why are weekly options so great? I choose to trade weekly options for the following reasons. You can sell them 4 times a month. Repeat, 4 times a month. The average premiums you collect are mostly double those sold for the monthly options. Are you kidding? A 7-day time frame to manage risk and trends is easier. There are now hundreds of high-value stocks with weekly trading. So let me break this down a little bit. So the highlighted area says, why are weekly options so great? And then the answer is, I choose to trade weekly options for the following reasons. First bullet point, you can sell them 4 times a month. Repeat, 4 times a month. The average premiums you collect are monthly. The average premiums you collect are mostly double those sold for the monthly options. Are you kidding? Third bullet point, a 7-day time frame to manage risk and trends is easier. And the fourth bullet point, there are now hundreds of high value stocks with weekly trading. Okay, next highlighted question, who is this book for? Anyone who wants to generate an extra few $100 or $1,000 a week to live without reducing the principal value of the account. Let's answer that question again. Anyone who wants to generate an extra few $100 or $1,000 a week to live without reducing the principal value of the account. Second bullet point, beginner investors who are curious about options and need a plan that gets them the most income with very manageable risk. Third bullet point, those will be small or large accounts. Those will be small or large accounts. Okay. And the fourth bullet point, experienced investors or traders that want to supersize their returns with less work. And then the next question is, what will you learn? First, all you need to know about weekly options to generate spendable cash. Second, how to set up trades with complete sleep at night protection, no margin calls. Third, how to adjust trades in all markets. Fourth, how to create a trading plan so trading is automatic and not emotional. And fifth, how to make all the money you need and sleep well at night. All right. And why am I writing this book? 20 plus years learning the trade craft of trading and discovering what works for me. Sometimes the best lessons and learning experiences happen after a catastrophe. The practice of selling options provides me with real peace of mind that I can generate cash to cover bills and my lifestyle without risking the farm. And I can do it from anywhere in the world that has an internet connection. There is a freedom that comes with confidence that you own a thought process and techniques that will always take care of you and your loved ones. That is what this journey has given me. And my hope is that you discover this as well. Another beautiful aspect of this is visualizing the metaphor of a speedboat running circles around a giant aircraft carrier. We are the speedboats, the few retail traders left in the world that can move in and out of positions with lightning speed. The aircraft carriers are the large hedge funds with literally trillions of dollars under management that can't move that fast. Finally, the last metaphor comes from that Goldman Sachs floor trader I hired to teach me. He said the market is like a giant Slurpee with a thick straw. You can suck as much money as you want out of it every day, and no one is going to look for it or care. Give yourself permission to take it. Therefore, I am giving you the same gift. Trade on. T.R. Lawrence. Okay, and that is the end of our introduction. And we're now going on to chapter 1, understanding your relationship with money. In quotes, those who have knowledge of money make money their slave, but those who do not have knowledge of money becomes slave to it. Prince El Fatih. Why are we talking about understanding your relationship with money in an options trading book? The reason for it is that we want to make money. We want to make a lot of it and we want to keep it. We want to make money for extra cash, security, or whatever we want. So forget about what Mr. Market is doing for the next few minutes. That is only half of the equation. The other half is what is between your ears. It is your feelings, thoughts, and beliefs about money that matter. Your relationship with money is not just about the numbers in your bank account or your financial situation. It is really a deep, complex emotional connection that we all have with money. And it is shaped by our upbringing, our life experiences, our personal values. Understanding where we are in that relationship is the foundation for creating a healthier, more positive life in general because we all need money. However, as far as managing our finances and trading and setting up a trading plan, it is critical. To begin recognizing your relationship with money, it is important to reflect on your experiences. Think about the messages you got growing up. Were they positive or negative? Did you somehow learn to view money as a source of stress, conflict or scarcity? Or was it an abundance and an opportunity? Did you see your parents or loved ones struggling with debt, experiencing financial distress, or experiencing financial success? Maybe both. These are all beliefs that were shaped by the time we were 5 to 7 years old. It goes a lot deeper, and there is a book forthcoming on this. However, the next couple of chapters will be a primer that hopefully will set the mindset. Your relationship with money is influenced by your personal values and your beliefs about the role of money in your life. For many, it is just for many, it just represents security and stability, while for others, it is a means to achieve their ultimate desires and make a positive impact. There is no right or wrong here. There is just what you feel about it. Recognizing this is the key to managing your intentions and creating a trading lifestyle. Understanding your money mindset. Once you become aware of the emotions and all the behaviors around money, you can adopt and learn to be more conscious and cultivate a more positive and empowering mindset. Or if you already have a good mindset, discover how to supersize it and keep growing. How do you keep manifesting easily and effortlessly? We will discuss this in more depth, but I just want to start by having you become aware of any limiting beliefs or any negative self talk that you may be processing for yourself. I mean, if you fundamentally believe that money is the source of all evil and is difficult to come by, this is going to lead to decisions that are based on fear and scarcity. If you believe that money flows like a river and is abundant, that presents a distinct set of possibilities and outcomes. That presents a distinct set of possibilities and outcomes. Also, once you define this positive mindset, it helps you make better decisions and easily prioritize your values and goals. If you have a clear understanding of what is important to you in life, you can make decisions that align with those values and goals. If you come from a fear and scarcity mindset, it is like you are a TV set and somebody else has the remote. You keep switching channels to do this and that based on fear. That is stressful. Overcoming those fears and getting to the root core issues to understand and solve them helps set a great plan. Developing a positive money mindset leads to overall well-being and quality of life. Yes, we want to have enough money to pay bills and live comfortably. However, really digging deep into this mindset so you see money flowing to you and how you keep it and attract more of it makes things a lot easier. We said this before. If you fundamentally believe that money is hard to come by or evil, well, it may not stick around for long. I know. I have personal experience with that and will share the story further on. The bottom line is that how you feel about money and beliefs directly affects just about everything, even your physical health. Your money mindset impacts your quality of life. Financial stress is a widespread problem for many people. If you are constantly worried about money, it leads to anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. That is not a good place to be in. On the other hand, having a great relationship with money, even though you may desire more of it, creates an openness, acceptance, and vibration that you are worthy of all this abundance. Feeling in control of your finances because you have a healthy relationship boosts your confidence, reduces stress, improves your mood, and improves your sense of security. It may affect family relationships in positive or negative ways. Financial issues are a common source of conflict in relationships. If you and your partner have different values and beliefs around money, it can lead to some serious arguments where one person is living in scarcity and the other person is living in abundance. Suddenly, both sides are scared. Having a healthy relationship with money lets everyone breathe a sigh of relief, and that at least money and obligations are in good hands. Let's read that again. Having a healthy relationship with money lets everyone breathe a sigh of relief that at least money and obligations are in good hands. Examining your experiences with money. If you went back in time when you were 5, 7, or 8 years old, what was your life like? What was your life like? What memories are you having right now? It is not just our upbringing that impacts the relationship. Any significant life events, such as job loss, illness, or divorce, can shape your mindset. I am laughing now, but I was not laughing at that time. If you remember my intro about how I began this journey by getting a huge margin call and being told to bring a monster check or my account would be liquidated. So, yes, I could tell you categorically that I went into a scarcity mindset after that. I am not saying I'm not saying it was the best thing that ever happened to me, but within everything, there is a gift. Why did it happen? How am I going to deal with it? At any given point in time, when you are faced with something like that, you can either be a victim or a survivor and step up to learn and not repeat it. Then establish ground zero for going forward. If you grew up in poverty and experienced significant financial loss, those are deep rooted beliefs attached to your soul level. We will discuss inherited beliefs further. On the other hand, I recently met an amazing person who grew up with tremendous wealth, summer houses, a big yacht, the whole 9 yards. One summer on holiday in the south of France, when she was about 10, she was horrified that the other yacht owners had massive vessels compared to her family, and the kids looked down on her as not belonging there. She grew up with a scarcity mindset and took years to reconcile. She grew up with a scarcity mindset that took years to reconcile. Identifying important money beliefs. The first thing is to identify these beliefs, acknowledge them, and accept them. Many people get stuck with this. What do you mean, accept them? Once you acknowledge a belief, feeling, or situation, it gets it out of you. You are admitting it exists and are not in denial. And it is important to accept the situation you are in because, again, it is real. That does not mean you are settling for it, not in the least. It means this is okay for now, but I am choosing to change this. That does not mean you are settling for it. Oh, wrong line. You may hate your job, yet you do not feel comfortable quitting because of finances. You are choosing to attract a better one. And in that instant of making that choice and opening up to whatever you believe, information comes from. Wait a minute. Okay. You are choosing to attract a better one. And in that instant of making that choice and opening up to wherever you believe information comes from, the healing process and new opportunities will start to flow in. Once you identify each one, you go to work on the wording. And there are several resources. At the back of the book, there are programs and people that can help clear those blocks and go forward. But first, you have to be aware of them. That is step number one. One thing to start doing now, no matter what, is to reframe any negative thoughts into something positive. I know that sounds all woo-woo, but I am a believer that your body hears every word you say. In fact, I think there is a book with that exact title. If you think about it, if you ask yourself, how come I can't figure this out? Your head's probably going to say, because you are not that smart. If you ask yourself the same question, I wonder how to figure this out. Well, that is a whole different feeling. You may even want to test that right now and see how you feel. When you say the magic words, I wonder what is the best way to do this. Then go for a walk or have a cup of coffee and stare out the window. You may be surprised at the information that starts to come back. When you change your words, you can clearly change your life. Recognizing your money's strengths and weaknesses. Next is recognizing your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to money. There is no right or wrong here. Everyone is different. One practice is to make a list of the things you are really good at and the things you are really bad at. The simplicity of life is to do what you are really good at and get some help with the areas you're not so good at. It is fine if you do not feel you are good with money yet, because you can get a lot of help. If you are in need of a financial planner, then you could hire one. I thought I was good at trading and investing, but I confused brains with a bull market in the 90s. Looking back at those trades from my notes, I was way out of control and no rules applied to me. So that was a weakness. And for me, I learned about it. The first thing I did when I got back on my feet was hire a coach, a fellow who was an experienced floor trader at Goldman Sachs. We restarted at ground zero and unjunked all my charts that had so many indicators that it was hard to see where the stock was trading. We just had support and resistance, or what some people call supply and demand. I learned all about when buyers turned into sellers and when sellers turned into buyers. Then I added just a few simple indicators for price and action and volume so I could clearly see the picture. Also, relative to trading, I started as an intraday trader, and I was okay at it, but I was not great at it. It just seemed way too difficult and time consuming for what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I really did not want to be tied to the market. Others I know do, and they love it. They trade the open, they trade the close, and they will do other things in the afternoon. It was a pure trading lifestyle, and they do really well. That did not work for me. I was looking for another avenue, and that is where I found the path to selling option premium. That has worked for me for a long time now. All right, and this is where we are going to stop for this particular video. This is page 20 and a half, maybe. So I'm gonna stick a pinch a page right here. And when we pick back up, we are going to pick back up at page 20 and a half of T.R. Lawrence's Options Trading, How to Turn Every Friday into Payday Using Weekly Options, Generate Weekly Income in All Markets, and Sleep Worry-Free. All right Now, so I hope that you have enjoyed today's reading. It looks like we're just about to get to the nitty gritty. Get into it. Let's see. This book is looks like about 180 pages, 182 pages. So we're gonna read in about 30-minute time blocks and have, time to really digest the reading. And so I don't wear myself out and I don't wear you out. That's how we're going to do it. But for now, I want to absolutely, positively thank you so very much for joining me in this reading. Thank you for spending your time with me. I just want to let you know I appreciate you so much. If it's not too much trouble, would you like the video if you have not already? Also, would you please subscribe to the channel? This is my very, very, very first podcast and video, and however you want to say it. This is the very first one. And so I'm going to need subscribers. I'm going to need people to participate with me, to join in and learning options and how to trade. Hopefully, and I believe that I will attract some fellow subscribers that want to make money, and we can all learn how to make money together. We can be scared together, and we can go ahead and make our first trades together, and then we can absolutely celebrate together. Once we start getting that money and our money starts rolling in and we start having our Friday paydays. So anyway, thank you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.